What's going on, everybody? My name is Mario, and this is my co-host,
Drew.
I'm my YouTube channel and Instagram. My everything is mostly coasters. Drew, what's your stuff? What's your stuff, my dude?
You couldn't see what I was doing. It was just stupid. But Parks Bros.
I'll take your word for it.
With a
I
B.
believe it. What is that?
I'm not Parks Pros. I'm Parks Bros. Because, like, bros, dude.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
That's correct. Drew is Parks Burrows. Burrows.
Burrows.
Parksbros.
That'd be a great name if I was in New York City. Parks Burrows. Get it?
Burrows?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, sure.
Well, welcome, everyone, to One More Ride. This is our postcast, as Drew likes to call it, to our main podcast, which now does, in fact, have a name, which is called Loopy Dudes. If you guys want to check that out, it's on Drew's channel called Parks Bros, as we have gone over multiple times at this point. And the topic of discussion has been more or less new rides for this year. And we're going to sort of... Oh, my Taco Bell bag just attacked me. We're gonna sort of piggyback off of that conversation and talk about what new rides people are excited for, as well as what rides people are excited to ride this year that are new to them. So newness for everyone and newness for some certain individuals, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, Drew, I've talked poorly for long enough. So do you want to start us off with some people's responses?
Sure. So we'll go over to my Instagram if you're not, or if you are following. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. You could see really stupid pictures like this one. What ride are you most excited for this year? So I asked that question. First one off the bat, Steel Vengeance. So I think that's great.
They have reason to be excited for that one. I like it.
Literally both of our numbers.
Shh.
Oh.
Shh.
Oh. I mean,
Shh.
cut that.
Shh.
It's not either of our number ones or anything.
That ride is good, but who knows where it could possibly rank in all of my rankings of coasters. If only I had a series ranking and reviewing every coaster. If only I actually recorded that series is the real statement. Anyway, Drew.
It's funny. Like the main podcast, we weren't loopy at all, but now we're like super loopy.
Call us Larson, am I right?
Call us Larson. So stupid.
They're super
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steel Vengeance, great choice. I would personally say that ride is really freaking good. Next up though, this was the most said out of like my 15 responses on Instagram. This was said like 5 or 6 times. Yeah, go for it.
Velocicoaster.
No.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I gotta think about your location.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Velocicoaster.
No.
Is it still incorrect?
Yeah, that's still incorrect.
All right, lay it on me.
Emperor.
Oh, I should have guessed that.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of surprising, though. Makes sense, though. SoCal.
A lot of my followers and subscribers are from San Diego County. It totally makes sense because I have become the SeaWorld update.
Oh, have you now?
The SeaWorld update guy. So I think it makes sense, honestly, with at least my following.
Yeah.
Outside of that, the next one is Iron Gwazi. Hopefully, I hope so too. That'll be great.
Yeah, we definitely went into detail. Not detail, but we definitely touched on that in the main episode.
Yeah, we did for sure. Trimless Voyage, which I don't know if that's a new ride for them, but having it trimless, I've heard, is pretty great. But they're going to be going to Hollywood Nights, I'm sure. Which do you want to do that next year?
That's definitely a bucket list experience. being the introverts that we are, I know we don't necessarily love the idea, and I don't want to speak for you, so correct me if I'm wrong, but at least for me personally, I don't love the idea of it being such a social gathering.
Yeah, no, that's
But
fair.
I mean, Trimless Voyage, just Voyage in general, bucket list coaster for me. So that
Easily.
would be that's a bucket list experience for sure.
Yeah, I think I'll do that next year. Definitely not this year because it's literally next weekend, I think. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I for sure want to ride Voyage as soon as I can, and I think I just don't know if I want my first visit to Holiday World being during Hollywood Nights. I feel like it helps if
That's
you've
an
been there before, you know?
that's true too. That's another aspect of it because then you get more of an appreciation, I think, for that trimless ride as opposed to just riding it normally, which is probably still fantastic.
Yeah. Well, it's like Cliff, our buddy Analog Thrills on Instagram, was talking to us, or at least me, the other day about how he was really mad about us not being able to get an Outlaw Run night ride. But at the same time, I was able to appreciate it without being on it at night. So now I'm excited to see how much better a night ride could possibly be, or if it's just the same or even worse. But like I was able to appreciate it in its regular state. I didn't have to go, oh yeah, I have to wait until nighttime to ride this thing like I do with Ghost Rider now because I just love night rides that much
Yeah.
more, you know? Not to say Ghost Rider's a bad
Absolutely.
ride or anything, but I prefer that nighttime experience now, so I always wait till the end of the day. But also with Outlaw Run, there's never a wait, so that's a little easier to do midday and not be like, oh, I have to wait 2 hours for Ghost Rider in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
Um,
it's always better when there's only room for improvement.
But it's enough talking about us. We'll keep going back to my Instagram.
Yeah. What else you got, my dude?
Railblazer was one that I saw pop up on my Discord as well, but it was on
Mm.
here, which I don't blame them. Railblazer's freaking awesome. And if you haven't been on
Also
a
talked about
Raptor,
Yeah, we talked about the Raptors a lot too.
a Raptor is a must-do experience.
Oh, for sure.
If you are a coaster enthusiast, ride a Raptor as soon as you can, honestly, because it's just they're incredible.
If you haven't done it yet, it's a completely different experience. So that'll be a really exciting one. If you haven't been on a Raptor yet, you're gonna be in for a treat, even if you're the most seasoned of coaster enthusiasts.
Oh, easily. Yeah. Moving from that, we have Canyon Blaster at Adventure Dome. So I guess some people are going out to Vegas for the first time. Well, at least riding those rides, which honestly, I still need to do that. So maybe I'll do that this summer. We'll see.
Surprisingly good coaster, man. Intense and decently long for being indoors, and yeah, man. If you like arrows, I mean that should borderline be a bucket list coaster for you. It's punchy. It's punchy
I'm definitely
for sure.
more excited for that than El Loco, which I know seems really weird, but I love my arrows. So after that, we're going to head to my Discord. If you haven't joined my Discord, it's a lot of fun. We do some crazy things. And also, we're going to start up a weekly game night, I believe. So that'll be fun.
Oh wow.
Yeah, play like some Among Us and stuff, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Games.
Games. So Railblazer we've already talked about. Steel Vengeance we've already talked about. Lightning Rod, though. Ooh. That's another
We literally
one.
talked about that last week, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We did. But I just wanted to mention it again because I'm really
Oh, okay.
interested to see how that is now, especially after Outlaw Run, another Emperor, another Railblazer. Ooh, Joker at Discovery Kingdom. How about that? I missed that ride, actually.
Oh, interesting. You know, I mean, you should be excited to ride that. I'm just surprised this person is. So I appreciate the fact that they are excited. I don't know. Perhaps this person is someone that has only visited Southern California parks, as a lot of your fan base has.
It seems
So-
like they're only going to be staying in the California/Nevada area in terms of coasters this year, which is totally
That is what
understandable.
it seems like.
I've done that
And-
plenty.
and it's definitely a much different experience than Twisted Colossus.
Mhm.
So even if you don't end up thinking it's as good, I know people out there that actually do find it to be better, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's still going to be a really fun new experience for you. So I'm glad that they are looking forward to that because I don't think Joker gets enough love.
Well, those first inversions and the first drop, oh my, So good.
It's the most unique hybrid out there, in my opinion.
Easily. Like, I don't even think that's a question. Like, compared to all the other hybrids out there, that is by far just the most different. It's a huge outlier in comparison to pretty much every single one out there. I mean, especially Lightning Rod, especially Steel Vengeance, especially Twisted Colossus too.
All right, we got Fury 325 and Velocicoaster. I don't think we touched on Velocicoaster yet in this.
Not at least in this, which we
won't
can't
touch on
blame
it too much. It's great. That's all that needs to be said, unless you have anything to add.
Not really, no.
And then Fury 325. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming that's a bucket list for you as well.
Easily,
it still is for me.
Easily. Well, even after riding more graceful B&Ms, I can't wait for a Hyper and a Giga, especially.
Yes,
because even Wildfire at Silver Dollar City, that was super graceful. It was really weird. Like, there were moments on that ride where it felt like we were doing like the over the walkway on Fury, but on Wildfire. It was kind of hard to describe, but like, you know, that moment on Fury 325s where it goes over the walkway to the entrance to the park. Like, it felt like doing that, except without a walkway, and it was smaller and slower. Anyway, I'm gonna stop. What do you think of Fury? Like, do you want to ride it and stuff?
I don't want to go on too long about it, but yeah, I mean, having fallen in love with Mako, I'd love to ride a bigger B&M Hyper style coaster. I know it's a Giga, but you know, they're both, you know, the same model, right? I guess. I don't know. I want to go on it. It looks fun. That's it.
Ooh, wait, we got some more.
They're all the same though, right? Steel Vengeance.
No, somebody said Outlaw Run.
Hollywood Nights. Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, well, that just happened like a minute ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we talked about that last time too.
Yes.
I want to go on that. Yes.
Yes. Outlaw Run. Yes. Oh. It is okay. I just got to say this real quick. Okay. I know I probably said this last week, but Outlaw Run is literally if a Raptor was a hybrid, and it's also wooden. So good. Anyway, go on. Your turn.
So if a Raptor was a hybrid that isn't a hybrid, that's just a wooden RMC.
Yeah.
So if a Raptor was a wooden RMC.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So this next one, this is a submission on my Instagram at Mostly Coasters.
Follow him.
I swear to God, I thought this person was pulling my leg. I thought they were joshing me. I thought they were hoodwinking me. Gangsta Granny the Ride.
Yes.
At Alton Towers.
Yes, it's a real thing. It opened this year.
And right before we started recording, that's what I was Googling. That's why I didn't hit. That's why I wasn't recording as soon as you would have liked me to. Because I'm like, okay, this person has to be full of it.
It's a real thing.
I'm gonna look this up and feel like an idiot for even entertaining the fact that this might be real. Why is this a real ride?
Well, do you know what the backstory is behind it?
No, I don't. I'm looking at some footage of it, and I just
okay. So David Williams, who is you know Britain's Got Talent.
No, why do you just assume that I know that?
Well,
oh yeah, dude, you know Britain's Got Talent, right? No.
Well, you know that show, right? You've got to know.
Well,
that show.
Yeah, I know of it. Right. Okay. Yeah.
So he was one of the judges for the longest time on it. He was like the nice guy judge. He was kind of the foil to Simon Cowell, and he is a comedian / children's book writer. So one of his book series is about Gangsta Granny, who is a grandma that like is. She either robs banks or something. I'm not well versed enough, but that's the whole new land at Alton Towers is themed to that book series, and that ride is the coup de grace of that area.
Gotcha. Okay, that's a lot more understandable and satisfying to know than thinking it's just that really terrible Snapchat story of those people that just make obnoxious like prank videos or whatever.
No,
have you seen that? That's what I thought it was going to be.
No, it's a children's book series.
That's a
Yeah.
lot better. I
Yeah.
feel more at peace in the world knowing that now. The Flash roller coaster, which I think might be Discovery Kingdom or Black Widow. I'm really not too sure about either of those. Google time.
There are 2 rides I can think of that are Flash related. The other is the Flash in China, which is the tallest looping coaster in the world. Or it has the tallest vertical loop in the world.
Oh yeah, that it's a Mach Hyper. I'm trying to find out what Black Widow is. I'm only seeing 2 results on RCDB, and both of them are for defunct coasters. Let's pretend they meant the Spider at Lagoon and say, hey, that's a fun spinning coaster.
Dude, I love that. Is probably my favorite spinning coaster. Oh my gosh, the spinning you can get
even
on
more
that.
than Time Traveler. Free spinning coaster, I guess.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yikes.
I rode
Yikey.
Time Traveler. Yep, yikes. No, I think Time Traveler is a little better than that, but Spider is free spinning wise, just insane.
And as far as the Flash goes, if you're talking about Discovery Kingdom, yeah, you should actually be really excited about that. That ride is awesome, and if you like intimate impulses, you're gonna like this one the best. I
don't even like
think,
intimate impulses, and I love that ride. So
exactly. I hope for you it's open whenever you go.
yeah, for sure.
And then we have a couple other repeats, so I'm not even going to go over those. But Conda, we didn't talk about this specifically, so we could touch on it over here. I think it looks absolutely incredible. How about you?
I second that. Yeah, just that first drop alone makes me want to go out to Belgium, and that first airtime hill and the outward banked hill. I'm not,
yeah, it's yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm kind of like weirded out by that non-inverting Cobra roll, but I feel like it's super different. But yeah, that is definitely on my bucket list for sure.
That's the only thing that is iffy for me, and the reason is just for pacing. I think aside from like this coaster doesn't excite me like in pacing necessarily, but what does it for me is just the shaping of all the elements. I mean, the Outer Bank, other than Pantheon, I've never seen something that is so outward banked and like just absurd looking like that.
Yeah.
And the non-inverting Cobra roll, even like the transitions in and out of it look insanely whippy and just phenomenal. So even though it might be a little bit of a slower part of the ride as far as speed goes, I still think it'll be fantastic when it comes to the forces and the way that it makes you feel.
I will say though, after this year, I am totally looking forward to go to Belgium for coasters. And before this year, I probably never would have said that.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the Ride to Happiness and Conda, like, oh, dang, dude.
Those look like 2 world-class coasters. I mean, without a doubt. I'm watching the POV right now of Conda, and it's just
so good.
It's insane. I mean, you get airtime on the lift hill. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's like this little fake, these fake meters on the POV showing the stats, and you get negative 0.2 G-force. You can get negative 0.2 Gs on the lift hill.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
That's quite intense.
I can understand like 0.8, but not negative 0.2. Oy.
And I also don't think you're going 64 miles per hour in the top part of that non-inverting Cobra roll.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Oh, you know what? You might be going 64 kilometers per hour.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, it is probably time to end this. Before we get any stupider, or before you guys get any stupider from listening to us. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us on this ride. Drew, what do you got going on, my dude?
I have a YouTube channel and stuff.
Yeah. And
make sure
what's the word? What's the name of it again? I don't think we ever mentioned it.
Make sure to go to
Go check out Drew at Parks Bros on YouTube and on Instagram.
Yeah.
Sometimes he posts on Instagram.
No, I
And when he
post. Well,
does-
I post more on Instagram than I do on YouTube, actually. So
You know what? You've been good lately.
Yeah,
you've
I've
been
been
good
trying.
on Instagram lately.
Been
There's some
trying.
good stuff on there. Of course, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel. It'd be much appreciated. Go ahead and share this if you want to feel extra fancy. Like it, that'd help. Subscribe. I think I already said that.
yeah,
but,
get Mario to 1,000 subscribers. That would be brilliant.
yeah, that would be spectacular, as the kids are saying these days. And yeah, bye.